Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back. I know it's been a minute, a very long minute, since we've had something on the YouTube channel here in the way of the podcast, and I apologize. That is completely on me. Got a new job and new schedule, and still just trying to figure out the best time to be able to do more of the long form podcasts with. Sitting down, really going through, breaking stuff down over 45 minutes or whatever. So that said, bear with me, trying to figure that out. We will get back to it eventually, but I need to figure that out. However, I have been studying, as always, listening to podcasts, reading the Word of God, and just studying different things. And I want to talk about something here, and that is. Well, first of all, I just want to say the Bible fixes everything. The Word of God fixes everything. The more I see the nonsense going on in our world, the more I think about the different philosophical, ideological issues in our world today and compare them to what the Word of God says. I realize more and more, the older I get, like the Bible literally fixes everything, everything of any consequence. And I want you to let me know what you think about this. One of the things is the idea that decisions have consequences. The idea that your ideology has consequences. What you believe and how you behave, they actually have consequences. Now, many of you are probably very keenly aware of some of the protests going on all over the country, different universities, colleges, and stuff, right? Of course. This is not end of days. This is not the end of the world. Go back and look at the late 60s and early 70s and stuff. And there were same kinds of things going on in colleges, universities. People were, even committing violence and bombs, not tons and tons of them, but there were, it was happening. There were literally underground terrorist organizations. I think the Weather Underground was one of them, with it was Bill Ayers and those guys. They all just turned into Democrats and took over institutions like schools and politics and government and corporations. And so now they're all, kind of doing that stuff in today's world. But back in the late 60s and 70s, this is what they were doing at colleges and universities. So don't get too up in arms. Don't get too scared. Be smart, be wise. Again, things the Bible talks about. However, some of these folks are going on they're going on hunger strikes. And I saw some clips recently where, this, young lady, should be lots of things that the Word of God says that this young lady could be doing with her life and with her efforts and with her time. And instead, she's out here at the university, on a hunger strike in one of these encampments, which is another insane thing. But and then she's complaining, like, we're here and we're about to fall over, and we don't have any time, we don't have any energy, we're just so worn out and blah blah blah. And it's like, yeah, you went on a hunger strike and then you got hungry and now you're upset and angry. And she mentioned something like, oh, if I didn't believe in what I was doing, I wouldn't be out here on my birthday, and blah, 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 blah. Again, it's all about you. You're super entitled. You're so entitled. This young lady is so entitled that she is on a university campus, probably not even paying for it, but even if she is, who cares? She doesn't have the right to create an encampment, be hunkered down, doing all kinds of who knows what behind in the tents, and doesn't have a right to any of this stuff. What is this nonsense? And then we're going to go on a hunger strike, and they go on a hunger strike, and then they're hungry, and then they come out and they lash out against people because they're hungry. This is the epitome of insanity. It's the epitome of godlessness. Because people who are godly people, again, who follow after the Word of God and abide by the wisdom found therein, understand that there are consequences to actions. And when you go on a hunger strike to prove a point or whatever, you might actually get hungry. And yes, hunger does lead to sometimes you might be a little more tired than usual. Maybe there's some things going on, like it's hard to put some thoughts together or whatever if you're trying to negotiate because you're in that mode, you're in that phase. Just push on through because ultimately fasting is good for you, and a lot of times you get mental clarity after you push through a couple of days of fasting and you burn through some of the issues. But that said, actions have consequences. Decisions have consequences. Ideology, the way you think and the way you behave, they have consequences. And the Bible lets us know, and this is why the Bible should be the thing that dictates and determines the principles that our society lives by. It at one time did, and I would make the argument that our society was all the better for it. I'd love to know your thoughts. What do you think? And drop me a line in the comments. Don't forget, subscribe and follow the channel, all that fun stuff. I will be trying to put some more of these shorter videos out on my commute when I can, and we will get into some of the longer form videos soon as I can work some of that stuff out. Love y'all. God bless you. The Bible fixes everything, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Comment below. I'm out.